I think I am live now. Hello, hello, beautiful people. I'm going to wait a little bit for most of you to join. Maybe set up a little bit. Meanwhile, oh, I know who is always joining first. Hello, Julie, most likely. Or it could be Patty. Happy to have you here with me online. Before we have other people gathered here, I'm just going to share with you that I have seen my dearest friend today, Richard, who's been traveling, and he's been away for a year, and I didn't realize that I haven't seen him so long. And Richard is an exceptional person. He's got a very good understanding about life philosophy. He comes from the generation where psychology was completely different comparing to what it is right now. And I would love to use his profound knowledge to humanity benefits. Let me put it that way. And I was thinking that at some point I should do a live with him so we can contemplate on certain things and we can discuss things, because I believe that would really benefit you. So let me know by commenting under this live when it's posted. So I see, shall we do it or not? Oops, my phone flipped the phone holder. Okay, it's a bit tricky today. It's got the funny legs. So let's go into our unity practice. So I'm guessing you're sitting in a comfortable position already. And today I would like to invite you to close your eyes and imagine that your heart has got two nostrils. And as you breathe in the air, you're breathing in through these two nostrils, so you're breathing directly through your heart. If it happens that you got used to beginning this practice with a couple of sighs, releasing, letting go, if it helps you, especially, I know some of you are in Australia and it's the end of the day and it's nice to kind of let go and make that sound that you're safe, that you're in a safe environment. You can begin with that. I might actually do a couple of sighs myself. It's been a very fascinating day and my mind is like, it's been blown up by realizations and all the intellectual philosophy conversation we have had with Richard today for hours. We couldn't stop talking because we were so excited about the ideas popping in our minds, and we were like, wow, we need to share that philosophy with other human beings. So let's focus on the heart. Whenever you're ready, imagine there are two nostrils in your heart and you're breathing in. So just like the nostrils in your nose, these nostrils are right in your heart and you're breathing in the air through these nostrils. Eyes closed if possible. You're meanwhile relaxing your body, the center of your forehead, the head as well, center of the head, your face, your shoulders, your torso sinking into your hips, breathing in and out through the nose into your heart. Take a moment here. Notice what is happening. Continue imagining nostrils in your heart, 2 of them, just as if there was your nose. How this breath is different to your daily breath. There is no right way of doing that. The way you breathe right now is the good way. Couple of more conscious breaths through the heart. Notice that the breath is witnessed as well. There is no force to it. But this time you're breathing right into the most powerful organ in the whole body. Some people say that if we use the heart and its full potential, we can create miracles. Let's take 5 more breaths. Witnessing it with curiosity of a child. Slowly begin realizing that you're not your breath as you continue witnessing it. Notice the sensations in the body. Understand that you're none of these sensations. Now scan your mind. Understand what kind of thoughts are coming to the mind. Still witnessing the breath. Realize that you're not your mind, because everything that is witnessed right now in your mind, it's not you. You're not your thoughts. You're not your memory or memories. The breath is anchoring you in this very present moment where the magic happens of here and now. And it's interesting that even that moment of now, it's timeless. How can you measure a moment? Has got no time. Just an interesting observation. Continue witnessing what's in the mind. Any memories of a childhood, any hurt, any pain. Perhaps it's stored in both mind and body, because we also have an emotional body that is around the physical body. And you understand that you're not your mind, you're not your thoughts, you're not your memory or memories, you're not your future, you're not your wounds, you're not your story. The story that you keep telling yourself or your mind it keeps reminding you of who you are. I got that trauma, that happened to me, all this blah, 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 what the mind carries on every day, that's not you. Just continue breathing, noticing that breath, witnessing it rather than controlling it, scanning further. You're not any expectations of your parents, grandparents, teachers. You're not any projections, how other people see you because they perceive you. And now you perceive their expectations. And there is a certain relief that comes along because there is no need to meet the expectations of other people or be the way they project you, because they can never project you that you are in reality. Even when we look at the body and the personality and the story and the image, right, that is all attached to form you into this reality called life, into that dimension, even though some people believe they know you, they can never know the real you. You can only know the real personality beyond that image. Many people, they pretend to be happy and joyful, but in reality, they're suffering, right? So you might not be perceived, and in the most cases, you are not. There is a person's, other people's imagination of you, who you are. And it's called the worldview. And it's interesting when you look at it, because the worldview is sometimes imposed on you, as well as the education of the worldview is imposed on you, and you were educated according to what the worldview was. But before going deeper into all this philosophy, let's get back to focusing on what you are by removing all the fake stories, fake identities of who you are not. Everything that is perceived cannot be you. Otherwise, who is perceiving it? So now, looking through the lens of witnessing the body, you understand, I'm not the body. Same way you understand that you're not your name. You cannot be your name. You are not your surname. You are not any information that you learned or acquired through the life. You're not an education. You're not the shape, the form, the weight, the size. You're not the numbers on the scale. You're not the numbers on your bank account. You're not your job, and you're not the personality. Breathing in and out through the nose, notice that you still are. The existence just flows through you. And you understand that you're formless, timeless, limitless, nameless being. Existence that is. There is no obligation, there is no story, nothing that you attached onto. Nothing is chains you to the beliefs of who you believe on every day, of who you are. You're not enchained. You're completely free right now. Breathing in and out. The air is free. And you are a free being. And when you get to the essence of who you really are or what you are, you understand that that cannot be manipulated. That cannot be controlled. That cannot be humiliated, ashamed, because what the manipulation is in reality, you all know how to manipulate another person by imposing guilt, shame on them. Most people manipulate that way. But it's impossible to manipulate the essence of what you are, the life that flows through you, the divine energy, that higher being in reality. Breathing in and out through the nose, you're completely free. No need to force anything onto yourself. No need to see yourself through the eyes of others. No need to feel guilt, shame, embarrassment. No need to compare yourself to anybody. Just inhale that freedom. There is a certain joy of being, a certain pleasure. You feel calm right now, nothing to fulfill, no even mission, no even purpose. You just are, and that's enough for this world. You are in that moment of presence of what or who you really are. And that's already fulfilling in itself. Your beautiful being is amazing. It is divine. So now feeling the essence of what you are in that state of being that is very enjoyable. That is not conditioned. And you are loved by who you are, by the magnificent divine force. And you're part of that force, or source, we can call it. And when you think of how much loved you are, you cannot even grasp it. It's like so many human beings, including myself at some point, we don't allow ourselves to receive the divine love that surrounds us every single moment of our life. That love just flows through you. And if you just open up a little bit to that love, the miracle happens. You understand that you are fully accepted, you are fully loved, you're fully perceived by the divine the way you are. And some people, including myself in the past, I used to believe that if I'm asking for less, if I'm making less money, if I renunciate everything, if I'll be suffering in some way, that God is going to love me more. There is no need to suffer. Nobody is going to tell you that, hey, now you're going to have a medal for being poor, for not making more money. It's just an illusion of the mind that is preventing you from becoming the most joyful being in the world. And I'm sharing that with you because I want you to be fulfilled. I want you to be joyful. I want you to understand that you are loved and there is no need to fix anything in you. And if there are some flaws in you, they could be seen, accepted, and that's it. I was waiting all my life until I'm going to be perfect. I was trying my best to prove myself to my ex-partners. I was trying to be clever, to be wise, to be beautiful, to be sexy, to be, you know, to have something interesting to say. And I studied a lot of philosophy and psychology, and I felt like I need to prove myself constantly that I'm not only my look, but I also am a mind. And I'm not. I'm neither of. And that need was coming from not being enough, not feeling that I'm enough. So perfectionism is also attached to that. Understand there is nobody inside you, there is a fake identity. We dissociated you from the image of what you hold daily in your life and the story. We detached it from each other, and suddenly there is nobody but existence itself. But the divine that flows through you, the energy, the act of living is still here. And you're magnificent and beautiful as you are, because if the God created me the way, you know, years ago when I felt like I need to deserve love, I need to deserve to prove my value to the world. And if the God created me with all my flaws and imperfections, that's the will of God. And the God loves me the way I am, so it loves you the way you are. And it's the mind always wants to be like more perfect and do this and that. And yes, you can be always, you know, represent yourself and your avatar to the world the way you want to be. Yes, but from what place you're going to do that? That's a different choice. I put makeup because I love it and I like to look better, but there is no need in me to prove anything. And you've seen me on this channel where I'm without makeup. There is a bad lighting. People would comment on me that I look 70 or 80 years old. And I wouldn't take it personally because there is no one inside but the fake reality, the fake imagination, sorry, the fake personality, the fake identity that people associate themselves with. So on the base of the consciousness right now that you are, and you seeing your personality traits, you're seeing all the things that you like about the personality, you dislike, you see the thoughts, because as the conscious, you don't get involved with your thoughts. Everything is witnessed in the spaciousness of what you are. And why there is a certain lightness in that, why there is a freedom, because there is no personality. And according to yogic philosophy, mind, identity, and ego, it's the same thing. There's just three things is the same. And identity is personality, the avatar, right? The image and the story of who you are. And it's amazing how you can create your new personality while you're dissolving the old one that is constantly unhappy about themselves. And first, it's great to accept it, to see it perfect just as it is. So breathing in and out through the nose. Let's go back to the moment of you realizing that you are loved just the way you are. You don't need to get better. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to look better. For the God, for the higher intelligence, which is moving the planets, whatever God you believe into, you are loved child. Imagine how much love God has got for you. Are you willing to accept that love? Just breathe in that love and give yourself permission today to accept it. Because it's so delicious, it's so magnificent, and it's so beautiful. It is given to you every moment of your life. From the moment you open your eyes in the morning, there is nothing for you to do to be loved. You are loved already. Isn't it beautiful? You don't need to earn love. You don't need to work hard for it. You don't need to deserve it. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to prove that you are worthy of it. It's like the best divine gift. Let's take another moment and just indulge into this full acceptance of pure, unconditional love that God has got for you, or call it the consciousness if you prefer, the higher consciousness, the super intelligence, supreme intelligence, the absolute. There's so many names for it. Choose your favorite according to whatever faith you are, and accept it. Pure love, just because you are. And life changes in that moment when you allow yourself to accept the love that God has always had ready for you. And it still is. And between God and you, it was just the ego who was protecting you from receiving that love, because it would tell you that you are unworthy. It would tell you that you need to become better. It would tell you that you need to do certain things to constantly improve yourself, but there is no need for that. Just breathe in love into your heart that God has reserved for you. And notice how that breath is changing. Can you fully accept it? What would happen if you did accept it, for those who cannot fully yet accept? What would happen if you fully accepted that God loves you just the way you are? If you really accepted the pure, unconditional love of God. And it's interesting, probably not, but it's a fact that we live in the world when even sometimes parents are expecting things from their children. Some parents cannot love you unconditionally. That's why those who were proving love or earning love were conditioned in their childhood, that they are loved for the good grades, that they are loved for being obedient. And that's how they learned to constantly fight for that love, battle for it. And there is no need. This moment, right now, the battle had ended. The battle with yourself and the battle with the divine love that is just pouring through every single cell of your body. And I want you to realize that you are one unified consciousness, or supreme consciousness if you prefer. Some people call it awareness. And let's do our usual awareness practice. Since you've received the love that was always there for you, you are already vibrating that absolutely pure, unconditional, divine love. And I want you to amplify that 1,000,000 times as your body is breathing in and out, in and out. Feel what changes. Notice the vibration in every single cell. How it gets higher and higher and higher in every organ of your body, in every limb, in your skin. You're vibrating the highest vibration of love and kindness. And you absolutely love it. And everything around you is vibrating that highest vibration of love and kindness. You don't have to do anything, just continue breathing and continue intentionally amplifying that vibration of love and kindness within what you are. Knowing that many people on this planet Earth are also doing this practice. They're realizing themselves being one consciousness, one supreme consciousness, an absolute. And they amplify the vibration of love and kindness within themselves. And you as one unified consciousness, amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over. You can feel it. Vibration becomes even more beautiful, even more delicious. It's delightful. And now invite into this field all the people that you love, you like, you appreciate, you're grateful for. Family members, friends, acquaintances, neighbors, colleagues, partners, business partners, more family. And now let's invite people that we do not necessarily like or love. And people who we might even hate, dislike, people who embarrassed us, hurt us in the past. Just call the names. People who annoyed you, triggered you, people who were jealous of you, perhaps diminished you somehow. And let them just be with us in that field while the field that is divine, magnificent, incredibly intelligent, dissolves anything. Any lower energies are removed right now from the physical body, from all the layers of it, from your heart, from your mind. And you're so high, you're vibrating way above whatever happened in the past. Or if it happened today, you can see it through different lens now. From the point of the highest consciousness that is looking down at the situation and is understanding that we are one consciousness taking different bodies to play the game, and it's time to let go. Same consciousness makes an agreements between the souls that I then playing the game, that there might be some challenges that might trigger you, and you, by overcoming that, getting higher onto the evolution of the consciousness. You're going to forgive me even if it's going to be extremely difficult and you're going to hate me, but you will find that power, that divinity within, that magnificence to raise above it, look at it from above, and remember what you really are. And from that compassion, love, kindness, you're not going to hold any grudges, any disappointment, any dissatisfaction. You're going to let it go so easily, knowing that any negativity would have destroyed you from inside out. Breathing in and out, notice the difference in the mind, body. Letting go. And now let's invite all the animals and all nature into this field of pure love and kindness, amplifying it even more, 100 million times. The body is breathing in and out. You absolutely relax. There is nothing that you're forcing. You just let go and let God. It's like every breath you're inhaling is a magic happening. That God lives through your body. He lives, literally. He is like a life enters, because it does in reality. The prana, life force, is entering your body with each inhale. Each breath, it's almost like a God itself. It's already a miracle. There is a certain practice that when you inhale, you really expand, and that divinity in you is amplified, and it becomes magic. And notice that exhale, it just happens all by itself. So when you're really realizing that the life force all happens with the breath, like it enters your body with the breath, kind of. It's just miraculous how the body is kept alive when you look at it. Thank you so much for doing this practice. I hope you have enjoyed receiving the unconditional love And you will be from this day onward reminding yourself of that, taking moments, just being with that love, and by receiving it, it shifts everything in your life. More love you receive from God, more God will be willing to give you more gifts, more love, and it will be shown through people also. So please open up to that love. Allow yourself to receive it. Know that you're worthy already. That's your birthright. Divine is the closest to you that you could have ever imagined. It really, 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 really loves you. No matter what. So I let you to carry on your day in that absolutely state of love and full acceptance for who or what you are. And I'll see you here tomorrow at the same time, 8 p.m. Bali time, 2 p.m. for Hungary, for Hungary, for Germany, Poland, and 1 p.m. for UK. Much love. I appreciate you. I honor your being. You're fully, fully seen, appreciated, and loved. Please remember about that. Sending you much, much love. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your evening. Depends where about in the world you are.